My lovely people, it's your host, Simple, once again. And today we're doing that Champions League thing where everybody suddenly becomes a mathematician. You know the vibe. If we finish 7th and they finish 18th and Mars is in retrograde, we get Real Madrid. So here's the headline. Every potential match in the 2025-26 Champions League round of 16. And yes, this matters because this is the part of the season where the draw can feel like a blessing or a football jump scare. Now, quick context, because the Champions League format now is not the old 4 teams, home and away. Everyone knows the routine. We're in the expanded era, and the route to the round of 16 is basically some teams go straight in, some teams go through a playoff, and then the draw creates a bracket that can turn into chaos fast. Here's the key point. In this system, teams often have a limited set of possible opponents, not the entire pool. So when you hear every potential match, it usually means each round of 16 team has 2 possible opponents based on seeding and the bracket path. And that's why fans are obsessed right now, because the difference between opponent A and opponent B is the difference between a comfortable Tuesday night and 180 minutes of emotional damage. So what should we be looking for? First, the heavyweight collisions. This is where the drama lives. If big clubs land each other early, it's box office. But it's also brutal, because it means one giant exits before the quarterfinals even start. When you see potential matchups like elite versus elite, that's where narratives explode. Rivalries get revived. Coaches get judged like it's a final. One mistake becomes a documentary. Second, the trap ties. These are the matchups where a big club gets a team that doesn't have a global fan base, but has a system that ruins your night. You know those teams. Compact, aggressive, fearless at home. And they run like they get paid per sprint. In a 2-leg tie, a trap team doesn't need to dominate. Third, style clashes. A lot of fans think football is only about who has better players. But at this level, style matters. High-press teams versus calm build-up teams. Low-block teams versus teams that rely on transitions. Physical sides versus technical sides. Some matchups are basically tactical puzzles. Others are bar fights with shin pads. Now, let's go deeper. How do you judge who wants who? If you're a top seed, you want 3 things. Avoid teams with elite counterattacks. Avoid teams with set-piece monsters. Avoid teams with nothing to lose. If you're an underdog, you want a giant that's out of form, a giant with injuries, a giant with nerves. Because in Europe, pressure is a real opponent. And the funniest part? Every fan always says, we don't fear anybody. Then the draw happens, and suddenly it's, guys, we should respect football heritage. So here's my question to you. Which potential round of 16 matchup would be the biggest chaos generator? The one where social media would melt before halftime. Drop your predictions, like the video, subscribe, and stay locked in with Smart Sports Studio, because the Champions League doesn't start in March, it starts in the draw. The 25 best attacking midfielders in the world ranked. Now, before we even name a single player, let's educate properly. An attacking midfielder is not just a guy who does skills. It's a role built around chance creation, positioning between lines, controlling tempo in the final third, carrying the ball through pressure, and delivering end product, goals plus assists. So, when you rank attacking midfielders, you're ranking impact, not vibes. Because the difference between a good number 10 and an elite one is simple. A good one looks pretty, an elite one decides matches. Now, what makes a top attacking midfielder? Consistency. Anyone can have a great month, the best ones have great seasons. Decision-making speed. The best attacking midfielders make the right decision before you've even noticed the options. End product under pressure. Goals and assists in big games, not just highlights against tired legs. Off-ball intelligence. This is the part casual fans miss. The best 10s move defenders with their positioning like chess pieces. Now, why do these rankings matter? Because the best attacking midfielders are basically the engine of modern football. When you watch elite teams, their forwards often get the headlines, but their attacking midfielders supply the timing of runs, the final pass, the control when chaos breaks out. And that's why in 2025-26 football, the best attacking mids are often the ones who can do 2 roles at once. Create like a 10, work like an 8. Because coaches don't tolerate luxury players the way they used to. Now here's the funny part. Ranking attacking midfielders is the fastest way to expose fans who only watch clips. Because a player can have a top highlight reel, but if he disappears for 60 minutes every game, He's not top 10. He's top TikTok. So if you're ranking properly, you need to ask, do they create chances consistently? Do they influence big games? Do they contribute defensively? Are they injury reliable? Are they versatile across systems? Now I want to throw the debate to you. Who is the attacking midfielder you would build a team around right now? Not just because he's talented, but because he's reliable, decisive, and shows up when it matters. Drop your top 3 in the comments. Like the video, subscribe, stay locked in with Smart Sports Studio. I'm Simple. See you in the next one.